I want to be a writer. I want to create, entertain, I want to inspire, I want to better myself. Therefore, I'm going to write a book, and I am going to document it, and I will succeed. I've just gotten home for winter break from JMU, and I have officially missed NaNoWriMo. However, that does not mean I cannot make my own challenge. This is going to be my book from scratch to the end, to wherever it chooses to go in life. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do anything with this to publish it. What really this is for is to practice writing on a schedule, a really long length project that hopefully gets me in the habit of writing a lot, and also to get me practicing a long chunk of revision, because revision seems to be the hardest part for me. Have I ever written a book? No. Am I scared? Not really. Will I fail? Yes. Is failing okay? It's encouraged. Fail? Why am I going to fail? I'm gonna fail a lot, okay? Like, if you think about it, each revision is really a failure. But you could look at it like that, or you could say each draft is a new opportunity that you could do something better with it. And I choose the second one. That's a lot more hopeful. I've learned from school. I am a creative writing minor. I'm a sophomore, so I haven't done too much with it yet, but I've still taken nonfiction, poetry, and fiction intro classes. So from what I've learned so far is that you really have to get everything you want down on the page. You can't leave anything out. If you leave anything out, then you're gonna regret it later. I can't know if you're gonna regret it or not, but I know I regret it because it's a lot harder for me to add stuff later when I'm in revision mode than to just cut it all out. I'd much rather cut out a bunch of crap than add a bunch of stuff and try to get back in the mode to where I was when I was writing it in the first place. So I like to try to get all my ideas down on the first draft and just go, go, go. That being said, I already found one trick that already kind of works for me. First trick is going to be to reduce everything down to a size 1 font. I do this because just don't look at what you've already written, just keep going, okay? Just don't stop, write a bunch of crap. The first thing you have to do is accept that you're gonna fail. If you worry too much about writing your final draft, then what you're gonna write first is just gonna be, it's gonna be too stiff, you're gonna try too hard, you're not gonna have fun with it. Just let it flow, let it be bad, you'll fix it later. First draft is for yourself, second draft is gonna be for the audience. So that's when you start thinking about the audience. Write the first draft for yourself. And I think that's where a lot of schools go wrong, is that they teach you to write the final draft, and it's so sad because you just gotta have some fun with it, you know? After taking nonfiction this semester, I had to write a 2-page, it's really short, a 2-page paper on global politics related issues, kind of like a reflection paper, and I chose to do it on global warming, and I had so much fun with it. I made so many like innuendos and just jokes, and I was able to do that, and I was able to put it in there because I just went for it at first. I didn't edit it when I first went through it. It was a lot of fun. So if that's cool with your teachers or your professors, then like try it. I dare you. You will have so much more fun writing papers that way. But I want to be a successful author, writer, a writer of everything, of all sorts. I want to do a lot of things. So to become a well-rounded writer, I think that it kind of requires you to adopt a certain lifestyle. And because of that, I kind of want to document my journey into becoming more of a writer. Up to this point, I've been very involved in music, and I've done my work there, and it's time to go to writing. So I want to take what I've learned from music and, you know, the fact that hard work does pay off, and I want to put that into writing. This is going to be the start of it all, of my channel. I'm really excited. This is very cheesy. And I hope to do a lot with this channel, between video, vlogging stuff, and kind of making episodial versions of this series, and maybe even do a series where I do some improv writing, like improv stories. Maybe if you guys give me comments, we'll play with those and we'll see what kind of stories we can make out of them. That'd be dope, okay? So like, if you want to get involved, man. It's gonna be fun. Okay, now back to the book. So what's the book gonna be about? I'm kind of scared because the concept is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me. It's probably gonna be a challenge because it's gonna be slightly research based, but I don't think I'm gonna have to do a lot of research until the kind of end of everything. It's gonna be, revision's gonna be the hardest part. Second is gonna be the research. Third is going to be the writing. I'm not that afraid of the writing because that's the easiest part. That's the funnest part. You just go, like go. So I'm home for a month and I'm gonna see how much I can write. But this concept that I'm talking about. I'm gonna let you guys in on it, and I don't know if this is gonna hurt me in the future, letting everybody know there's gonna be spoilers, and it's not gonna be ready to be read for a long time, but I will post it, and you guys can read my first drafts, because that's something I wish a lot of authors would do, is kind of present their first draft and show authors like where they started, because dude, it's not pretty at all. Like, I can guarantee you that it's not pretty, and I'm gonna take through all the steps, and you guys can read it if you want, but it's not gonna be good. So like, okay, you know, you're gonna take a lot of crap, and there might be one little golden nugget in the big thing of grab. So I keep getting off topic of this concept. Basically, the concept is going to be a lucid coma. If you can see where the research comes into play, I don't really know a whole lot about comas. I don't really know how people are when they come out of them. I did a slight bit of research on it, and it's very depressing, and this is not something I can take lightly, because I do not want to offend anybody, and it gives me a lot of opportunity to shed some light on the thing for the public, because I haven't seen too many books written about it. It's gonna be really fun to write, because lucid dreams, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm personally afraid of lucid dreaming. I don't want my dreams to be better than life. And that's just weird. If you guys have any other opinions on that, then like, let me know, but that's kind of weird to me. But this kid has no option, so it's gonna be hard to make the rules for the world in which, you know, anything is possible happens, because in a dream anything can happen. But how then am I going to present conflict, and how am I going to, you know, why can't this kid just randomly make everything better magically? Like, why isn't everything just great in his mind? I mean, that's something I'm gonna be able to play with, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So it's gonna be a challenge to break those walls, but it's also gonna be really fun to, you know, find it out with him. I just think letting a character take a story is so much fun. And before I got into like all these classes at school about writing, I was totally going to be a person who planned out every single moment of my book. But since then, I think I have gravitated more towards the pantsy side of things. Pantsing a story means you just write it from the seam of your pants, man. Like, you just go. You don't stop, don't look back. That's how I'm gonna go about it. I don't even want there to be any outline. I just really want to go for it. I think I've accepted the fact that revisions are going to be a beastly thing, and I'm gonna learn a lot from revising, and this pantsing thing might be an awful idea and may make a crap ton of work for me in the long run. Revisions, and I think a lot of people leave that part out. That's what gets your book published, and you know, it might be the concept and it might be all these different things, but ultimately revisions are the magic. That's where everything changes and everything gets sorted out. So I'm gonna pants it, just gonna go. I don't even have much of an idea. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen before he goes into the coma. I don't know what's gonna happen while he's in the coma. I don't know what's gonna happen after at all. Hopefully, like 80,000 words in, we'll figure some stuff out. So follow along if you like. It's about to get started here. We're about to take off and see what we can do. This is the beginning. Let's go. Okay, so you can see there, 56 minutes, 32 seconds. Now you might ask, how much did I get done? All that right there. It is 1,655 words. Doing the size 1 font trick really helps, because it doesn't look like you're doing a whole lot. And then when you look at your word count, it's like, oh my god, I've done so much. I got through the first little part of it. I don't know if I want to call it a chapter, but I got through the first chapter, I think. It's pretty rough. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but it's like, I don't like making characters that I don't like. This kid is kind of a meanie butt. What is the first part about, you might ask? Well, I'm gonna let you know very briefly. Basically, this kid and his mom get in a fight. This kid lives in a basement. We're gonna call him Nige. Like, that's what we're calling him for now. Short for Nigel, you know. He kind of sneaks his friends over sometimes. His mom doesn't know about this. His parents' room are all the way up on the 3rd floor, or the 2nd floor. One night he gets caught. He's about to sneak off with his friend, and after this big showdown with his mom, and his mom sees his friend, and he's about to get this call to go and go somewhere and do some stuff that I haven't written yet, so yeah, very brief, but that's it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I just want to say I'm really sorry for making this such a long video, but it's the first one in the series, so you know, I really hope that you don't mind, and I hope that you watch the whole thing through. So thanks for watching the whole way through, and stick around because it's gonna be a lot of fun, and see you next time.